Legacy monitoring systems hate servers that keep going up and down. But of course, that's a big feature of virtualization. Find out more. SDR News coverage of AWS reInvent made possible by Dome9. Total control and visibility over your cloud infrastructure, network, and host security. Garantia, the in-memory NoSQL company, offering enterprise-class Redis for developers. Encapsula, website security, always-on protection from bots and DDoS and real-time stats on visitors and threats. Skillbase, leveraging MySQL and scaling out data at the speed of your business. And eMind, architecting, building, and operating enterprise-grade clouds in billion-dollar HIPAA, PCI DSS, and SOX environments. More coverage of AWS reInvent online or on the SDR News Roku channel.
So we are here at SDR News at the AWS reInvent show on the floor here. My name is Ofir Nachmani from IamOnDemand.com, and I'm here with
Alexis Lê-Quôc, CTO and co-founder of Datadog.
Of Datadog, and what Datadog is doing, and what is the challenges basically that the Amazon user have today, and you help them to overcome them.
So Datadog does infrastructure and monitoring as a service, and what we do for enterprise customers is we really take their monitoring to the next level. We have a number of customers who are either completely on AWS or getting more and more involved with AWS. And for them, the old tools, the traditional legacy monitoring doesn't deal at all very well with machines appearing, disappearing, workload being very elastic. So what we provide them with is one platform where we take care of all that complexity, and then we let them graph and alert on the metrics that they care about, whether their machines on AWS or whether they're on their inside their data centers. It's completely seamless.
So the hot stuff today, as we're talking about, in the keynote, is about the enterprise. How the enterprise migrate, why the enterprise wants to migrate to the public cloud, that there is no private cloud in Amazon, sort of saying how Datadog help enterprises to migrate and to get this full transparency that they need.
So Datadog is going to help the enterprise in the sense that the migration is not going to happen overnight, and then you're going to have a transition period where maybe you have some of the applications still on-premise, and then you're pushing more and more workloads to the public cloud. So while that migration is happening, you can't not have any monitoring. On the contrary, you want to have one solution that spans both the legacy, the on-premise, and will also work on AWS. So this is really how we're helping the enterprises. Monitoring that works, and then we'll sort of go as they migrate from their traditional data centers to the public cloud.
So you're basically, or correct me if I'm wrong, you are helping the hybrid temporary solution for the enterprise?
And once they complete it on AWS, they keep using us. I mean, that's what we've seen over and over again.
Excellent. And if you can drill down into the, what are the monitoring that you are doing? Is it analytics kind of way, or it's a real-time monitoring?
Absolutely. So it's real-time monitoring. For instance, we have gaming companies. We have a number of gaming companies that are customers. What they're really interested in, for instance, is having up to the second a measure of how many, for instance, sessions are going on, how many gaming sessions are going on, and they'll spin up and down instances because, for instance, there's a gaming show coming up. They want more instances, and with Datadog, they'll be able to monitor completely seamlessly. They're basically throughout before the event, during the event, and after the event. And there's no configuration change for them. They'll be alerted if something happens within a minute, basically.
So, how complex, or how is to get to be on hand at Datadog? When I'm going to Nagio, sort of saying, I have a lot of configuration and all of that. So how you facilitate that for cloud users, right?
Yes. So the core value, if you think about it, the core value of Datadog is we do the hard part of monitoring. I think the equivalent for AWS is that undifferentiated heavy lifting, racking machines. For us, for monitoring, is making sure that your monitoring backend scales, and we take care of that. It's available, and also configuration is very easy. If you're on AWS, you enter set of credentials, we start getting all your CloudWatch metrics. If you use, say, some kind of load balancer, we have a plugin that will talk natively to the load balancer, get all the metrics as well. So it's really super easy, integrates very well with configuration management. So ideally, you drive your entire rollout with configuration management, and it'll work. It's it's like a half an hour deployment, basically.
Pretty impressive. So you're actually integrated with configuration tools.
Absolutely.
Amazing. And let's, last question before we wrap up here. How do you see, the future of the cloud and how you fit into it, let's say 5 years from now?
That's a great question. So I think I would completely second the keynote's message this morning that it's really the public cloud is emerging for the enterprise and it's becoming an acceptable solution. So for us, I think as a company is of course continue to build our presence in public clouds. From a sort of 5 years down the road, we'll see more and more, I think, automation around, so data-driven automation around controlling the cloud based on how it's performing, where it has issues. And I think that's where we'll be here for our customers. And right now we're gathering all the performance metrics, and as the coming years we'll have more and more interesting analytics on that.
That makes sense. And just tell people how can they reach you, how they can get more information about your product.
So we are Datadog. You can get to our website datadog.com. And then our Twitter handle is at DatadogHQ. And mine, if you want to talk to me, is I'm at ALQ. So it's really short.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great show.